Hello there and welcome to the Star Wars Showcase YouTube channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker release from his appearance in Return of the Jedi. Let's take a look. So we have had a number of Luke Skywalker releases in the Black Series line over the last couple of years, and after comparing some of the initial, promotional photos that came out, I decided to go with this Return of the Jedi release over the Book of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian versions, and I think it was the right choice. Now, Luke, in his Return of the Jedi and post-Return of the Jedi appearances, is relatively straightforward, as he's just wearing, all black here. So in terms of, details there, things are relatively straightforward. We do get his lightsaber, of course, with that green blade, and this is our improved Black Series blades that we've seen over the last couple of years. There's definitely a little bit more chunk to the blade itself. It feels a little less fragile than our initial releases, but we just have some really solid articulation that's coming across in this Return of the Jedi version with those butterfly joints, with good movement there in the legs and the knees as well. And that, of course, is very important when we have our lightsaber wielding action figures, when we want to get them in those different, more dynamic poses, suggesting motion. And I think this Luke really nails that sort of look, alongside a pretty solid likeness to Mark Hamill. One of the big improvements, I think, for this particular figure is he has this removable chest plate here. So there's a second piece of plastic that he comes with, so you can do kind of that post-Vader fight look where, the suit kind of comes open, revealing the white on the inside. Luke, despite, flirting with the dark side, is, of course, choosing to make that decision to stay in the light at the very end. So a nice, cool extra accessory. It kind of builds out and allows you to do some different scenes there. And he, of course, looks great with the new 40th anniversary Darth Vader release. I'll have a review of him up in the next couple of days here, but all in all, I think things come together here. I would have loved to have seen a cloak to go along with him like we got in the Mandalorian version, but I think with what we get here in this Return of the Jedi version, which is much more oriented towards that final duel with Vader and the Emperor, as opposed to that initial Jabba's Palace look, I think what we're still getting here is a very solid figure, and in my mind, kind of that definitive look for Luke. So let me know your thoughts on this figure, if you agree with what I've laid out here, if you think this is the best version of Luke, or if you prefer the Book of Boba Fett version, or the Mandalorian version, or the version we got a couple of years ago with some of that extra Endor gear. Lots of different choices there, so let me know your favorite down in the comments below. And if you were a fan of this video, thank you for watching all the way through, and make sure to check out some of the other content up on the channel. We've got reviews of other Black Series figures, as well as tutorials for making action figures of your own, so check those out.